Hello PacSun community, my name's Annie. I'm an online merchandiser here at PacSun.com, and what I'm going to show you today is how to organize and display your jewelry so that you can kind of make sense of the madness. If you're anything like me, you have all of your jewelry knotted up in a big box next to your bedside table, and it's really hard to tell, what's what, how am I going to outfit this. I think this is really going to help you out. It's a really easy project. You only need a couple of supplies, so let me walk you through what we're going to do. The first thing you're going to need is actually just a container. So you can get creative here. It doesn't have to be a square. You could use traditional glass vases. You could really use anything. I just kind of picked these up at a craft supply store, and they were pretty cheap, so that was good. And you can actually see the finished product here. This is kind of a smaller one for earrings and some of your shorter necklaces, but since we know the really long multi-layer pendant necklaces are kind of what's trending, I thought it would be cool to do something a little bit taller. So you have your container. Then what you're going to need is some cork tiles. It doesn't actually have to be a tile. You could use any sort of, cork. You just have to be prepared to cut it in the shape that you need to put on top of your vase. So again, these are pretty cheap as well. This is a package of 4, but you wouldn't really need more than 2 if that's how many you were thinking you were going to make. And then you're going to need an X-Acto knife, which is something that you also have to be very careful with, but that's what we're going to use, kind of cut out the shape that we need. And finally, you're going to need some brass hooks. So these are 1/2-inch brass plated cup hooks, pretty easy to use, also affordable. And that's it. It's really easy. So then I'm going to walk you through how we put this together. I promise it's not going to take more than about 2 minutes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a cork tile, and we're just going to put it down on the table, and then we're going to take the container, flip it upside down, and use that to trace out the shape of the lid. So I'm going to take my X-Acto knife, being very careful of course, slide that out, lock it in place, and then I'm just going to go around the perimeter of the base. So once you have the outline, you can remove the glass and kind of play with it a little so you can see. And then you're just going to want to go back over and really get those lines in straight. And there we go. So the final step is to take your hooks and just kind of screw them in however you want to put the different items. You can see in this one I did 6. So I did 2 on the outside and then 2 on the inside. So it's kind of how many you want to use. There's no rules. So I'm just going to take the hooks and I'm going to screw them in. Being careful because the cork is a little thin, so you want to make sure you don't poke through on the other side. Okay. And then let's do 2 in the middle. All right. So easy. So now that you're done, you just kind of want to pull out your favorite pieces that you want to display. For me, I think I'm going to choose this one right here. Just loop that in. I like this heart shape a lot. That's kind of cool. Let's put that on the outside. A little bit of gold in the mix. to try this big kind of seed bead necklace in purple. I think that's really pretty. We will add some earrings. And my friends, it looks like we are done. So easy way to make sense of all of your jewelry. We know how important accessories are to finish off a look. I hope you enjoyed the demo and have fun making sense of your jewelry. Thanks.